Hi, it's Siobhan from joeyrunning.net. What do we do at SMR, Strength and Mobility for Runners? On a Tuesday, face-to-face, and then on Zoom twice a month, and the recordings are available to use whenever you wish. Okay, I'm going to run through about 10 exercises, 11 exercises, just to give you a flavour of what we do. Starting with goblet squat. So I'm using a light bell. We might add a band around the knees, and we will practice squatting to the full range of movement of the muscle. So getting the hips back, the weight in the heels, lowering down into the squat, knees tracking toes, coming back up to standing. We might use this for lunges. One of my favourites is the reverse lunge. So without a weight, we might reverse lunge, and we might reverse lunge and knee drive. We might reverse lunge and rotate. So reverse lunge, again, onto the ground, but this time we're going to rotate, but we're going to do it all together. Reverse lunge rotating and coming back up to standing. We work on the upper body. Shoulder press. Again, we're using relatively light weights, so you don't have to hold a load of metal work around with you, nor do I. But we're working on the time under tension principle. So we're going to press those out slowly overhead, all the way up to straight arms, and we're going to bring them back slowly. The principle being time under tension. So developing those muscles in the shoulders that carry our arms when we're running, amongst other things, but not needing to work with really heavy weights. We're going to travel light. We're going to do the opposite exercise for the opposing muscles, which is essentially a lat pull down. And again, using a band in this case to exercise the complementary muscles to those ones we've done on the shoulder press. So bringing the band behind and above. And if range of movement is an issue, we have alternatives, so that each person is training and not straining. I adapt the session to suit the needs of the class that I have in front of me at the time, and we are a stable group for 4 weeks at a time. We do single leg deadlift, and we start with very pretty exercise, swan. So it's yoga inspired because I'm also a yoga teacher. And we learn how to balance and how to move while balanced, which is of course what we are doing when we're running. If we get to the point where it is appropriate, we might then introduce a weight. Again, same sort of movement, except it's a proper single leg deadlift this time. And again, we're using a light weight, but we're doing it slowly, and we might make it more difficult by not resting in between reps. Balance is always an issue, and as we move into our middle years, we need to pay it a bit more attention. So we use things like wobble cushions. So standing up on it, learning how to balance on it, learning eventually how to move on it. So destabilizing ourselves. It's towards the camera so you can see what I'm trying to do. So we're stabilizing ourselves first of all, using all those nice little muscles down near our ankles, our shins, and then eventually learning a movement that is from running. So this is the running person, but doing it up on top of a wobble cushion, which can be interesting. We do use chairs and walls to help make sure we don't actually fall over and hurt ourselves. We look after some of the smaller muscles in the body. So we use the available furniture, and we do exercises like this one for the popliteus muscle. So again, we're using very light bands, and you do not have to bring a chair. We do have some of those on site. We can use bands also for an exercise for a very important muscle, the soleus muscle. And again, nothing too complicated, but we need to do it technically correctly. So here I'm exercising the soleus, just using a band. Most of the exercises I teach are ones that are pretty portable. You can do them at home, and I would hope you would be doing them at home as well if you were in a class. You can do them on the Zooms with me, and you can take them on holiday. So you can make sure that your running muscles are being looked after all the time. And we do some of the more strenuous core exercises as well, lots and lots of different ones. For example, again, a yoga-inspired exercise where we are going from the down dog sort of sequence of events. And in this one, I'm going to get into an extended plank. But now I'm going to draw the knee in towards the forehead, and then I'm going to extend that leg. And we do even more complicated exercises, but we work towards these over time, so we don't just jump in and do something that looks like this, which is a side plank with leg and arm, dynamic side plank leg and arm extensions. So we would work towards this exercise, not just chuck people in. So extending up and bring back down. So lots of variety. Everything is geared towards working with the needs of the runner, from the large muscles, more muscly stuff, all the way down to much smaller muscles, looking after the shoulders and the chest and back, core, legs, feet. A tremendous variety of exercises. There is an annual cycle, but you can join anywhere during it. You'll just start at a different point.